Hello YouTubers. I have this 2-acre lake out here on my property, and right there it's really pretty. There's nothing on the surface or anything. Like I said, it's real clear. We just had a storm come through, tropical storm. They had a hurricane over there at Harvey in Houston, Texas, which is awful, very bad, devastating, flooding and everything going on. But we got this tropical storm where I'm at, which is the winds were really high and everything, and blew all this watermeal algae type plant that's one of the smallest in the world, that basically grows on top of the water and multiplies pretty rapidly. But over the course of the summer we haven't had much rain, and like I say, we've had this real bad population of watermeal in my pond. So that's a real good clear picture of the pond. But over here where the wind's been blowing, you can see where it's really covered bad. It's really has a bad and like I say, it blew it all off the surface because it covered the whole pond, but the winds really helped me out a lot. And you can see where the wind's pushing it. And but what I did, I tried to do a lot of research on YouTube, and like I say, it's been a lot of good information on what to do and how to resolve the problem. I basically kind of thought it through, looked on the internet, did a lot of research and on how to resolve it, and I had stuff around the house I've been kind of collecting and trying to just engineer something. And like I say, you can see the wind is really blowing, and it's blowing the watermeal over. I do have some sticks and stuff in the pond. It's good for fish, attractions and everything, but it's kind of holding back some of the wind from blowing it too. But and you can see over there where I'm putting like a little pier in, kind of a shallow pier with fish feeding, and then I got my I got some sheet pollen over there that I'm putting on that corner to kind of hold back some erosion. And then I got my pier over there. The water has dropped down about a foot or so, but it has come up, since it's rained, probably 6 inches. So we've had the storm's been really kind of a blessing here. But let me show you what I've got going on over here. Like I say, I'm very thankful for the wind. The wind's blowing in the right direction. This usually doesn't happen very often, and it's like I say, the pond is usually covered with this green looking, it's a plant life, but it's kind of looks like a scum. But you can see it's really thick kind of back in here where the pond kind of ends a little bit. But yeah, I come up with this design, and I'll probably have another video of showing you the pieces of it, but I just kind of wanted to show you, since Mother Nature's working with me and getting things right, and I wanted to kind of just try it. I'm still going to tweak it some more. I still got some things I need to do to it, but it's working kind of better than I thought. So but let me kind of give you an idea. I got the winds blowing, like I said, blowing the watermeal over here. And what I did, I have a floating skimmer that's floating. I'm going to zoom up a little bit for you. But it sucks. I want to come over here to it. But sometimes it's kind of filtering the top, but I need to kind of clean the screen a little bit here. There's a screen on top of it. Yeah. But once you clean this stuff off of it, it creates a vortex. It creates kind of a vortex on it, and it pulls the watermeal right into it. And as you can see, it pulls the watermeal right into the pump. And let me clean some more of this off here. It kind of gets limbs and branches and all kinds of sticks and stuff that kind of clog it up a little bit. But in a few minutes, when things settled out a little bit, Yeah, see, it creates this vortex, and it pulls the watermeal right into the pump. And it's, like I said, I probably need to, it pulls it right into it. It works extremely well. But I still got a little tweaking to do on it. And basically it comes over here, and I got a piece of plastic down going into the pond to kind of prevent some of the erosion from occurring. But this is the kind of the thing that I created. Like I say, I got a temporary ladder here, just kind of holding in place to kind of get the right angle of how this needs to work. But I got this pipe over here, this PVC manifold, and I created, put some holes. I think 5/8 holes across. And I had these bigger holes too, because I was trying to do some filter bags. But the filter bags, what happened with that was, it really, it was filtering too good. And the filter bags would only last like 15 minutes or so. And they would get clogged up and it wouldn't work. But what I did, I work in a paper facility, and they have this wire that goes on the machines. And I had this grating, it's like a walkway grating that you can kind of see where, but I paid the wire on the grating, and the water basically goes through the wire. And then I have these Teflon pieces here holding the wire in place. And then you can tell the watermeal is basically coming right off. And it's, like I said, I want to do a little bit tweaking here with this design here. I wanted it to kind of be dry watermeal going into this bucket, but some water got into my bucket here. But like I say, this is kind of a trial run, and the weather and everything's just doing perfectly. It's pulling this right into where I need to pull it to. So I didn't want to really disturb what I got going on here. But as you can tell, it's pulling the watermeal right out. And this would be good for duckweed and any kind of a surface type, stuff you have. But I mean, you can try chemicals and all kinds of different things, but I mean, it costs thousands of dollars to be able to treat a pond this size. So, but I just, like I say, it's really, I kind of did some engineering on the fly, and I'm still doing some engineering on it. But, like I say, a lot of this stuff, I just kind of thought it through. I had different ideas. I was using, filter bags and things, but it didn't work nothing like this. This is brilliant. It's really working really well. And then you can see the clean water comes right on through, and is actually helping aerate the water too. And there's a lot of fish and everything are kind of swimming around. But it kind of is really working itself. But like I say, I appreciate you, looking at my video, and hopefully this will help some other people that have some problems with watermeal or surface scum on their pond. But like I say, it's a pretty ugly sight that needs to be, you need to kind of resolve it quickly, because if you don't, it can keep on growing. But as you can tell, it's working out pretty good. It was basically that the watermeal was past those limbs, and I had this thing running for maybe an hour and a half or so, and it's really coming along. The wind's helping me too. So, but thank you again for, watching this, and I hope this gives you some ideas and make your pond beautiful again. Have a good one. Thanks.